This week's discussion board post was regarding the Trolley and Gothard cases. The question was, think through the three, consider how you think each ought to be handled, then see if you might articulate some principle that could explain your judgment on all three. My answer to this question was, the Trolley cases and the Gothard cases are all judged on the principle of attachment. The individual deciding between the three cases ultimately decides to save whoever they have the most attachment to. The first Trolley case gives the options of either saving one worker or 5 workers. My response to this choice would be to save the 5 workers because that's 5 families being affected compared to 1 family. I have more attachment to multiple families losing a loved one than I do for 1 family. The second Trolley case gives the option of either killing 5 workers or sacrificing 1 individual. This case is harder for me because the individual is an observer, not a worker. So I have an attachment to the observer because this could have been me standing there. I ultimately would choose to sacrifice the 1 person, but I would probably have to stop and think about it for a good second. I would also base the decision for the second Trolley case on the attachment to the 5 workers because of there being 5 families affected compared to 1. With the Gothard case, I find myself having more attachment with the Afghans. I think I have more attachment with the Afghans because they have a teenager with them and they are unarmed. Anytime a younger individual is involved, I tend to become attached with that individual because I start thinking about how they have not had the chance to change the world yet. I am also attached with the Afghans because they were unarmed, so I feel like the individuals have the potential of not doing anything wrong. I probably would have let the Afghans go too had I not known the outcome. If I had known the outcome of letting the Afghans go, then I would have probably chosen to kill them because Special Forces families being affected would have outnumbered the Afghans family who would have been affected. This concludes my discussion board post for this week.